XRP, the greatest digital asset ever created. I'm so glad I accumulated before the space got saturated. XRP, the greatest digital asset ever created. Make the haters aggravated, get the spaceship activated. XRP, the greatest digital asset ever created. I'm so glad I accumulated before the space got saturated.
What's goody, family? What's good? So I'm about to jump right into this thing. You know, I don't waste no time. This is coinmarketcap.com. So let's see where XRP and Bitcoin is right now. Bitcoin is sitting at $47,000. It definitely jumped up from a couple days ago. XRP sitting at a nice $1.03. And a couple other coins are doing pretty well today. Going back up from the big sale that we had about 2-3 days ago, right? So I've been gone for a minute, but it's a lot of news that's been going on, and I want to read a couple things here. The biggest thing that has been out right now is that the House passes this debt ceiling suspension. So some of you guys heard, some of you guys have not. If you have not, then this is, you know, your first time hearing it. I'm going to inform you a little bit. So the House on Wednesday passed a bill that would suspend the U.S. debt ceiling. So that means they're not going to put any more debt in the economy. They're supposed to be halting all debt, right, on October the 18th. So October the 18th is supposed to be a significant date that's coming up. So today is what, October the 2nd. So we got some days, and we're trying to figure out what's going to happen, right, in the near future. So the Democrats are trying to prevent two potential crises in this week: a possible government shutdown and a first ever U.S. default. Right. So the Republicans will reject the regularization in Senate, as they will not support a debt limit increase or suspension. So we are going to see what is going to happen, okay? We are going to see. But in the meantime, in between time, you guys need to be prepared. You guys need to get your money off these exchanges, okay? So you guys can see this. I'll leave a link in the description for the articles. House passes the debt ceiling suspension in a 219 to 212 vote. All right, here goes another article here. The debt ceiling deadline has prompted questions about whether Social Security checks will go out. Here's what we know. So they just give out key points. I'm not going to read the whole article. Congress faces on October the 18th deadline for raising the federal debt ceiling. This is the same date I was telling you about a little bit earlier. And if this is going to affect the Social Security, you know, the Treasury. So we're going to, if they give out Social Security checks, we'll see. We'll see. Congress faces October the 18th deadline for raising the U.S. debt ceiling. All right, so we'll see. Guys, make sure you checking out what's going on in other countries, other states, not just where you reside. China had a blackout, right? So I'm not going to play this video. You guys can look at this video on your own. China had a blackout that is affecting a lot of these manufacturing industries. Also, here's a picture here. It says many Chinese cities were basically affected by the blackout, and you can see a picture here. And you know, things that happen in China trickles on down to the U.S. So I want you guys to be prepared. I want you guys to understand what's going on around you, and anything that happens in China, quote unquote, COVID and every little thing else trickles on down to the U.S., right? Even when they had that big China issue with a particular Evergrande, trickles on down to the U.S. stocks and all that other stuff like that. So guys, make sure you be prepared. Here's a movie here. Here's a movie. It says The Blackout, 10 Days of Darkness. Movies tells more truth than news. So here's a movie here. Let me see if I can play the...
Remembers where they were at the blackout. You?
I was a little before my time.
I was home with my folks. Then 10 days of darkness. Every machine stopped cold. When the lights came back, we were wiped clean. Photos, files, every bit of data, gone.
All right, so here's a movie. You guys can look up the movie. I'm not sure what exactly the movie is called, but it's called, okay, here it is here. Here it is, the movie. Blade Runner 2049. I believe that's the name of the movie. But if you guys can see here, and if I scroll a little bit here, it says, we were wiped clean. It says, when the lights came back and we were wiped clean. So the lights were out for 10 whole days. It was a blackout. And then when the lights came back on, they were wiped clean. He tells you here.
Lights came back,
This
we
is
were
a
wiped
movie.
clean.
It says with photos, with files, and every bit of data were gone. So this is a movie, but you know when things happen in the movie, this is like a future prediction. So now it's reality, right? So I pretty much don't believe everything I hear, but I take some type of consideration in what I listen to and hear, okay, and take in. So make sure you guys get this Ledger. Ledger, it's your money, own it. So this is a device, it's a Ledger. You can get the Ledger Nano X, the Ledger Nano S. I have a link in the description below. You can use my affiliate link if you want to. You don't have to. You do get some type of reward if you use affiliate link. But make sure you guys, when you purchase this, let's see how much it is. I have that. Let's see the S or this one is $60. $60 to save your money on a device like this is nothing compared to losing all your crypto coins on the exchanges. Take your money off these exchanges and put it on wallets. Okay? Put it on wallets. Also, if you guys need extra help, I have a crypto course called Avoid Crypto Mistakes, and you should definitely look into that course. It's very beginner friendly. I help people just sharing my screen. Simply sharing my screen can help you guys tremendously on how it even looks, what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to send it, all that other good stuff. All right, so let's get into some more news. So the SEC versus Ripple legal fight is over. Now, I don't know how true this is, but if it is true, I'm so happy it is, if it is. But, you know, this is on Yahoo Finance. If somebody can find the actual article and link, definitely send it to me on Twitter. So it says Ripple, the leading provider of enterprises, blockchain, and cryptocurrency solutions for global payments, has announced that their legal battle is finally over. Right? It's finally over. The lawsuit has lasted over 10 months, has finally been settled between the Securities SEC Commission and cryptocurrency company Ripple. The SEC has announced it will drop charges. So if this is true, you guys can let me know, because if this XRP price should hopefully skyrocket and get on these other exchanges, right? All right, so a little bit more deep dive. The ISO 222 tokens, these are just a few here. I really recommend you guys look into the ISO 222 tokens. Those are the tokens that basically are being regulated, and the ones who are approved by these different companies, right? So another one here, big shout out to Vechain. He went on to the BitBoy. He had a podcast. Vechain has a coin called Vechain.
Well, Vechain is the cryptocurrency that's created for Africa. It's the African coin. Ultimately, as you know, Africa is developing. It's the new and it's the future. It's not much that can convince you of that.
Yeah.
The rest of the world is developed. Only place left is a place that holds over 1.5 billion people that's 30% developed. And it's a continent that's the second biggest continent in the globe.
Yeah.
So you know, like, that's where all your future investments should be going.
All right, so this is Vechain, the rapper. He has a city called, I don't know what it's called. It's called A City or Vechain City. But he has a coin called Vechain. And I think you can get this on Qcoin, maybe BitTrue, I'm not too sure, but it's definitely getting on a lot of exchanges. I remember when he first started this whole thing, we couldn't get this coin anywhere, but now it's expanding and he's getting more and more development. It does run on XLM. It tells you it's built on XLM. So guys, listen. Even if you don't have Vechain, if you just get XLM, hopefully that can still get your bags up. I'm not a financial advisor. All right. So this is my last piece of news here. I don't know if you guys seen or have a Twitter, but make sure you get Twitter. Bitcoin, you can now pay tips on Twitter. So this is just a new feature where you're able to pay someone Bitcoin, like with any content that they have, and you want to see more content or get maybe like, you know, their PDFs or watch more of their videos, you can actually tip them within Bitcoin. So this is just shows you they have a new feature on Twitter and allows you to receive tips via third-party payment channels. A lot of different payment channels does this as well. If you ever heard of OnlyFans, they have tips on there as well, but you can do Bitcoin. So that is exciting, guys. I'm out. I want to see you guys soon. Make sure you subscribe, like, and all that other good stuff to the channel. Peace!